All aboard, all aboard. Ship on, ship on. All aboard, all aboard. Ship on, ship on. All aboard, all aboard. Ship on.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome as we say all aboard, all aboard, all aboard. It's the Uber evening,
All aboard! Ship ahoy!
and we welcome each and every one of you from across the world, across the globe. It's a pleasure to have you all here. The room is filling up nicely. And on a Friday evening, it's always nice, to get those sing-along tunes, all those who are sipping on something already. Something strong, not so strong. You need company of your friends, your family, or just you jamming, whatever it is you're up to. It's a pleasure to have you with us. The Ubel family welcomes you. We welcome you with open arms. Today we have a fantastic show lined up for you all. Definitely give a big shout out to Brian and the whole of the Ubel family for making this possible today. We have some beautiful artists. We have a range of artists as well that are going to perform for us. So I hope that you all enjoy the show. Be interactive in the chat as well. What I will say is make sure that you check yourself to make sure that you're on mute. And only the artists that are performing, could you please make sure you unmute yourself before you start the performance? I don't have to give any direction as to where it is the emergency exits are because you're in your own house. So you must know where that is. I don't need to help all you with that. I definitely want to say it's a pleasure. My name is SuperTrini Vibes, and I will be your host on this beautiful Friday evening. And I hope it is all you can stand me, because when my accent start to go, don't message in the group and say, where's that you just say there? Pick sense out of nonsense. Simple as that. But what I will say is that it's a pleasure to be with you all. It's a pleasure to host such an amazing broadcast live on Zoom, because we can't do it live in front of all your face and thing. We wish we could, but we can't, and the circumstances and the world that we're living in right now, it's very difficult for us to be able to be face to face, but we make the most of it. I want to give you all a little rundown of what or who UBEL is. UBEL Initiative, UGiveHope, is an evening of entertainment. But UBEL Initiative, which is a social enterprise that contributes to the sustainability of the African diaspora community by way of social leadership, development, community enterprise, and social action. They also advocate against social injustice and create partnerships with local, regional, national, and international organizations, developing innovative solutions for some of the most pressing social, economic, and political issues. This event is the brainchild of Dr. Yanzi Rolston. Yanzi, good evening to you, good evening to you, good evening to you. A founding member of the UBEL team. If it is you want to get some more information on the UBEL, or on what it is they're all about and what they contribute in terms of their social and organizations and stuff like that, you can go on to www.ubel.org. That's ubel.org to get more information. I'll talk about UBEL a little bit more as the show progresses, and I definitely want to say that the first artist that we have lined up for you all has been around for quite a while. I wouldn't say a very long time, because then that would mean he kind of old, but he's not old. He's well capable. He's well seasoned. He's a BBC Calypsonian in residence and the former UK Calypso Monarch champion. We are speaking about none other than Alexander the Great. Ladies and gentlemen, our opening act for this evening, Alexander the Great.
Good evening, everybody. Nice to see you all. It's been a while, hasn't it? By the way, just checking with Brian. Am I doing 3 things tonight? I have 2 songs and a poem, if that's okay, or just 2. I can't see. Well, I can see you just gesticulating, but
That's fine. That's fine.
oh, okay, good. Thank you. Okay. I want to do a song, Cy Grant. Those of us in England who are of a certain age know that Cy Grant was the first person on British TV to sing Calypsos. He was from Guyana. And, well, the song tells you the story of his life, but he was an actor. He was in the Second World War. He flew for the RAF, and he opened the Drum Theatre Company, or the Drum Theatre in Birmingham. Lots of things he did to pave the way. And at one point, because there were only 2 channels in Britain at the time, BBC and ITV, and he used to do a roundup of the news with Calypsos on a Friday night. So he was a very well-known face. Passed only a few years ago, but a big influence. In bed of a walking in British Guyana, a boy was born who would learn to play the guitar. He entered this world just after the First World War. At school, he did well and wanted to study law. Called to the bar 1950, to obtain work was very hard. Though he fought for the mother country, he was quite easy to discard. But his voice was heard on the radio, and later while on TV, he hosted his own series entitled For Members Only. Cy Grant, you were one of the pioneers. We can't forget all the laughter and tears. We want to celebrate your breakthrough back in the day. Cy Grant, it was you who led all the way. This man was a singer, actor, and broadcaster. History will define him as an educator. He spent his life combating marginalization, circumventing racist attitudes in this nation. When shot down over Holland, the Gestapo did not like his face. They called him RAF officer of indeterminate race. A prisoner of war for 2 years. That Nazi title he took, describing the experience in his autobiographical book. Cy Grant, you were one of the pioneers. We can't forget all the laughter and tears. We want to celebrate your breakthrough back in the day. Cy Grant, it was you who led all the way. The boy's a character in a popular show. Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons on the radio. He appeared in the Persuaders opposite Roger Moore. And BBC TV's Tonight, hosted by Cliff Mitchell-Moore. Acting in Laurence Olivier's Festival of Britain Company. And a film called Shaft in Africa, made in 1973. Then he formed the Drum Arts Theatre with a Zimbabwean actor, staging black dramas here and in New York became its major factor. Cy Grant, you were one of the pioneers. We can't forget all the laughter and tears. We want to celebrate your breakthrough back in the day. I grant it was you who led all the way. To influences which helped Psy avoid despair were the Tao Te Ching and the writings of Aimé Césaire. He challenged assimilation of the oppressor's rule in his anti-racist book, Blackness and the Dreaming Soul. Like Césaire, I believe that the tree of our hands is for all. He began compiling an archive of heroes for us to recall. The exploits of Caribbean airmen and a personal documentary which he undertook with Kurt Balling, a reporter from the BBC. Cy Grant, you were one of these pioneers. We can't forget all the laughter and tears. We want to celebrate your breakthrough back in the day. Cy Grant, it was you who led all the way. Oh yeah, Cy Grant, it was you who led all the way. Ooh, the guitar's a little bit out. Misbehaving. That's better. Okay. Thanks very much for listening. This is a poem. I'm still a member of a group called Apples and Snakes, which is a fantastic poetry collective. Been going for quite a long time now. I think 23 years, 22, 23 years. And recently, fellow Trinidadian, oh gosh, what's his name again? The poet who just won a whole heap of, Will, tell me, hold, excuse me a minute, just give me a second. Oh, Roger Robinson, that's it, I got it. Roger Robinson I met Roger way back and he introduced me to Apples and Snakes back in 1997 or 98. And so I have a lot of time for him. And I remember we did various wonderful things, not only with Roger, but other fantastic poets have gone on to do great things. And one of the projects I did was called Bus Jam. And 6 poets traveled on a London bus doing poetry, but without letting the people on the bus know. It was a kind of group thing, and we were sitting in different parts of the bus, and then we started, and it kind of moved around. It was very, very interesting stuff. And I contributed a song called it's a poem called Grades of Grey. And the remit was, for those of you who know London, Battersea Arts Centre, which is in South London, it's kind of Battersea, that's why it's called Battersea Arts Centre, was the home of this poetry group. And all of us had to take a trip on a 77 bus from the Aldwych in central London down to the Battersea Arts Centre and write down 6 things that we observed. And one of the phrases I wrote down was grades of grey, because it was a very grey day and all the buildings in London, the posh buildings, the rich people's buildings, are mostly grey, I noticed. So this is grades of grey. Grey is the colour of the old man's hair in the morning when he rises. Grey is the colour of the old man's chin in the evening, but his eyes are deep, a deeper shade of black than the shadows cast at the end of a grey day so overcast. With a cloudy pint in a bar, half asleep, the old man sips and sighs. Grades of grey, shades of grey, nothing black or white in the world of today. Grades of grey with a grey overlay, grades of grey, dark grey. Grey is the colour of the white hallway with the horse guards on parade. Grey is the colour of the buildings bought with money that was made long ago. In a time when a man had no right to a name, like the red and green soldiers, pawns in the game, creamily cleaning Westminster aglow, grey of the highest grade. Grades of grey, shades of grey, nothing black or white in the world of today. grades of grey with a grey overlay, grades of grey, so grey, dark grey. Grey is the color of great Tamasis on its journey to the sea. White is the color of the wake of the boats riding so easily upon the tide. On the bank built of blood sugar bricks stands the Tate. Britannia in marble sits guarding the gate. Cross over the bridge, dirty, mottled and wide, to see a smoking chimney. Grades of grey, shades of grey, nothing black or white in the world of today. Grades of grey with a grey overlay, grades of grey, just grey, so grey. Grey is the color of the baby's eyes in the pushchair by the door. Black is the color of his mother's lungs as she looks at each store going by. At the pink almshouses on the Wandsworth Road, red, yellow, McDonald's, grinning like a toad. At the BAC, cream and brown try to fly. Then it's grey and grey as before. Grades of grey, grades of grey, grades of grades of grades of grey, grades of grey with a grey overlay, grades of grey. That's London, grey. Thank you. All right. And I'm going to finish with a new song. When I say new, it's only a couple of weeks old. I do a lot of stuff with the Windrush Foundation. For some of you who know the Windrush Foundation, been around for about 25, 26 years and telling our stories for us. And I wrote the first ever Windrush song back in 1998, actually. There's been a lot of them since then, but it took the scandal to bring out all the other ones. I wrote this before, well, the scandal was always going on really, but this is called Blue on Black, which I did a couple of weeks ago for one of their events. And it will be self-explanatory, I hope. Every mother who has a baby boy dreams a future for him of love and joy. When he goes to school, he's so clean and neat. All the tanties say the boy looks so sweet. And then he grows and sees that men wearing a blue uniform. And then he grows, will shoot those who don't appear to conform. And then he grows and he begins to experience confusion. And then he grows and now he understands oppression. Blue on black is now the most common attack. Blue on black, a target so easy to crack. Blue on black is a tragedy, that's a fact. Everyone should see blue on black, and no one's baby comes back. No one's baby comes back. Black men these days having a real hard time, often falsely accused of so much crime. Many of them study and work really hard, trying to improve things in their own backyard. And then they fall, and all the boys in blue make their minds up fast. And then they fall, freedom of black men to walk the streets can't last. And then they fall, we know they're all victims of a racist war. And then they fall, because the law is above the law. Blue on black is now the most common attack. Blue on black, a target so easy to crack. Blue on black is a tragedy, that's a fact. Everyone should see blue on black, and no one's baby comes back. No one's baby comes back. see what's wrong, you don't need to be a sleuth. No Sherlock Holmes required to find out the truth. George or Walter could have been you or me. A color-coded system of identity. They have a plan to make the country they live in great again. They have a plan to keep the wrong people off their gravy train. They have a plan. They block their ears and don't hear the children scream. They have a plan. Only the right people have a dream. Blue on black is now the most common attack. Blue on black, a target so easy to crack. Blue on black is a tragedy, that's a fact. Everyone should see blue on black, and no one's baby comes back. No one's baby comes back. With so many murders in just 1 year, it appears there's nothing those blue boys fear. When their guns are drawn, they don't hold their breath. 8 minutes and 46 seconds to death. They let them die, and they don't care if you take a photograph. They let them die, and when they tell their story, their friends all laugh. They let them die, and they don't care who will come and investigate. They let them die, because by then it's really too late. Blue on black is now the most common attack. Blue on black, a target so easy to crack. Blue on black is a tragedy, that's a fact. Everyone should see blue on black, and no one's baby comes back. No one's baby comes back. No one's baby comes back. Thank you. That was for George Floyd, and everybody else who has that terrible experience. Blue on black. And there's my lovely wife in the other room. That's why I'm in a different room, you see, because otherwise you get feedback. Okay.
Not hearing you, SuperTrini, not hearing you. Unmute yourself.
I didn't even meet myself, so how it is I could unmute myself if I never even meet myself?
Right.
So that was Alexander the Great, ladies and gentlemen. Alexander, if it is you can let us know how we can find you, how it is you can get in touch with you, how it is you can get to hear more of your music.
Well, thank you. Yeah, sure. SuperTrini, thanks. It's I have a website, Alexander. By the way, it's Alexander D Great, the letter D for my middle name, David. If you put in Alexander the Great, folks, you will get a 2,300-year-old Macedonian emperor, but you won't get me. Alexander D Great, just the letter D. AlexanderDGreat.net will get you my website, which is more about the things I do in education and so on, workshops and stuff like that. But there's a few things. I'm on Facebook, just Alexander D Great on Facebook, and you'll find some of my videos on YouTube as well. And as you can hear, I mostly trade in political and social calypsos. I've got one or two more lightweight ones, but not very many. Yeah. So you can find me on Facebook, and you can find me via my website, where there is a contact page. You can put your details on if you want to contact me about anything. AlexanderDeGreat.net. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Alexander the Great. Thank you so much for coming and joining the U-Belly family. We have another fantastic performance for you right off the bat of this wonderful performance there. Will Joseph, She is an associate peer recovery trainer for CNWL, that is Central and Northwest London NHS Trust. She writes poetry and she is here to fill us with some of her wonderful, wonderful renditions. We welcome you, Will Joseph. Good evening.
Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? Okay, I've got some, because my poetry, I tend to notice that my poetry tends to be on the sad side. So I'm going to try and uplift you a little bit. I have some which I can describe as more cheerful. They may not sound that cheerful to you, but yeah. So I'm starting with one, I have two for you. And I'm starting with one called Dreaming. Dreaming. I dream of train rides as a child in dusty British rail carriages when we sat by ourselves on high, hard, dusty seats with my feet swinging inches from the floor and observed through grimy windows the back gardens of the unsuspecting households, unaware of our prying. I dream of watching myself from the corner of the ceiling as I lay in my bed, a calm and ghostly being, feeling nothing but love for the vulnerable and sensitive soul tossing restlessly. I dream of children playing, their laughter echoing through the chill air, the sound of dogs barking at the birds on the water, when they dash forward in mock attacks, more bravado than sense, knowing full well they dare not. I dream of a time when I'll no longer need to dream, when my waking moments are replete like a full belly, when my longing is appeased, relaxed as a sleeping cat, all tension gone and broken heart mended. Thank you. And on a more cheerful note, I hope, this is called On Being Black. And I think I wrote this in the middle of Black History Month because I was absorbing so much learning from the 9,000 Zoom meetings I've gone to. So this is On Being Black. And it's about the road where I live. And when I look out of my window, this is the road where I live. I live in West London, by the way. To me, the Harrow Road is home. With its bends, dips, and wide curves, the Romans would probably hate it. But I feel mainly love, disgust sometimes, fear now and again, outrage a lot. My people are here. My soul is here. My ancestors transitioned here. I accepted their legacy here. I came into my skin here. I knew where to begin here. I became a mother. I became a wife. I became a cis-star. I became a receptacle of knowledge. I began to fill my hungry belly with the fruits of my hidden ancestry and remove the enforced blinkers from my eyes. My dull skin shone. My hair flowed in locks over my shoulders, and my defeated back straightened. I was connected. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. That was fantastic. So I'm going to ask you straight away, straight off the bat, why is it that you started off saying that you tend to drift on the sadder side of things as a
Well,
poet?
my poetry seems to come from maybe kind of a sad place, particularly in the last like 8 months or something like that. So there's been a lot of sadness coming out, and this is probably a couple of my more cheerful poems. So if you'd experienced them in the earlier sessions of the ballet, you probably would have heard that they were really quite sad, and sometimes quite rebellious. So yeah, I've sort of tried to be more uplifting in the last couple of weeks or so. Not tried, I suppose, but maybe I've been feeling a little bit more uplifted, a little bit more hopeful. I don't know why, because we're in another lockdown.
You should have nothing to do with Trump and Biden or nothing like that.
It could well be. It could. And it's a big relief. That is a big relief. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
my
you so
pleasure.
much for your wonderful poems. How can we read more or get more information from you?
Well, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook as Will Joseph Lowenthal. You'll find me there. And okay, where am I again? My email is willjolo@yahoo.co.uk. That's WILJOLO. That's willjolo@yahoo.co.uk.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Will.
Okay,
Just so you know, right, your husband giving you love eyes from the next room, man. I just putting that out there for you. You know, it's all about love and unity right here in the
absolutely.
Ubele family. We have one of the founders of Ubele, and he is here with us this evening, Mr. Michael. Where is he? Michael! Don't make me have to call it like if it is we back in school, yes? Michael! He is going to give us just a short, brief, reintroduction on the Ubele family and what it is they do and how it is they operate. Good evening, Mr. Hamilton. Mr. Michael,
Good evening.
good evening to you.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Well, I'm fine. On behalf of the rest of the team here, we say thank you for joining us, and it's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. I'm glad you're back on a Friday night.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, for all the people that have, some people have just come into the room and stuff, can you give us an overview or a little bit more insight on the Ubele family and what they do and how it is they try to engage with the African diaspora as well as, you know, the rest of the world?
And so we've been doing, Ubele is a collection of community work people. We've been working together for, I think, for about 8 or 9 years, but the company's only been registered for the last 5. It was the idea of our CEO, Yvonne Field, who I think may also be online. If she's not online now, she will be online at some time today, because she was talking about joining when I spoke with her today. And at the moment, we're engaged in so many different projects and programs and trying to find all sorts of ways of bringing kind of strength and power and resilience to the African diaspora community, both in the UK and outside of the UK. So most of our projects and programs at the moment are in the UK or aimed at people from the UK, but we also have a number of projects and programs which are outside of the UK as well. The best way to find out about what we do actually is to go to our website. And I know that Yancy Rolson has just put it in the chat, but it's www.ubele.org. So to find out more about us, go to the website, look at the loads and loads of things that we're doing, and just get involved. Just kind of send us an email and say, I want to get involved, I want to do this, I want to be part of that. There is so much in the website for people to just kind of join in, get involved, and ways of giving and taking and strengthening the resilience of our community.
Nice. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Michael Hamilton, part of the Ubele family. And as he said, you can find them on ubele.org. That's www.ubele.org. So, Mr. Michael Hamilton, our next act, do you know her? Her name is Carol Jack.
I don't know her, but I'm looking forward to knowing her in the next 20 seconds or so.
That's what we like. Yeah. So without further ado, our next act of the heels of Mr. Michael Hamilton is Carol Jack.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, no, Brian told me earlier that I'd need to get a new internet provider, so I wasn't sure. Okay. Anyway, I want to first of all thank Ubele for everything that you're doing and for giving us another opportunity to get together as a community. It's really appreciated. I'd like to do a song by Mary Mary. It's called Walking. And I like it because I'm a kind of person who likes to take my time and not rush. And sometimes in this world, you feel like you've got to be going faster and other people around you going faster, but that's not always the case. So this song says it all, really. So, here we go. Sorry, hold on. It's disappeared. Walking along, yeah. I'm walking, just walking. Tell me what you see when I pass by. Shadow, a cloud, or a light in the sky. All I can do is take my time. See, all I'm doing is time, doing all my time. Look at me, look. Oh, can you see me? I'm walking, walking along. Yeah, I'm walking, just walking, walking along. Yeah. Some people say walking takes too long, but I say with walking you can't go wrong. No. Why should you rush your way through life? Well, you won't get very far, running all the time. Look at me, I'm trying every day. I fall down, make mistakes, get back up, try again. Next time that you see me, walking along, yeah. Walking along, yeah. Walking along. Mm-hmm. What does my life say about me? Can anyone see? Does it show I rock with the greatest? I can't get back the time I spent. Use the rest of it to show all the world how I made it. I'm walking, just walking, walking along, walking along, walking along, just walking, walking along. Ooh, ooh, walking along, yeah. 'Cause I know the Spirit walks with me, yeah. Yeah, I know the Spirit walks with me, yeah. Walking, yeah. Walking along, yeah. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Just walking along, yeah. Just walking. That's it.
Wow, thank you so much, Carol Jack. That's all you got for us? You ain't got no more, you ain't got one more for us?
Oh gosh.
We know that your internet is, according to Brian, he is right. Your internet really, not giving us the full scope of your wonderful voice.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful. And I can see some
Thank
people
you.
smiling, just naturally smiling. And that's what it is we need on a Friday evening, as well as in the time that we are in right now. Look, you just smiling, and I can see you smiling because you love what it is you do, and any opportunity you get to share that love for what it is you do, you share it. And look at how I just have your smile. I smile, look, what you see it? I grinning. You know, that was beautiful. If you wanna
Thank you.
give us a little bit more information on you, where we can listen to some more of your music and how it is we can get in touch with you as well, that'd be fantastic.
Okay, well, I'm on all the usual social media. I have a website, caroljack.com, and I'm on Instagram, Facebook. You can find me on Spotify as well. There's a few songs on there. Yeah, so it'd be great to get, connect with anyone who I'm not connected with yet. And yeah, and thank you again.
You're welcome, Carol, and thank you so much for being a part of the Ubali family. As Michael was saying previously, we did this during the first set of lockdown in London, in the UK, from April all the way throughout. We were able to share that love, share that African diaspora and Caribbean connection, as well as making sure that we involve people from all around the globe, from all ethnic backgrounds, to make it a nice family setting, a wonderful homely setting. And it's a pleasure that we have people from all over the world tuned in and looking at us even via Facebook Live. It's a pleasure to have each and every one of you here. Wherever it is you are up and down the UK, we welcome you and we say, if it is you need to go and get something to drink before the next act, now is the time to do it, all right? We're going to play one tune and then we're going to come back to the next act, all right? So make a left foot, a right foot to the kitchen. Get yourself something to drink.
Left and right, just so just a come. Left and right, better, ooh yeah, ah boy. And them say, here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. I and I start recruit soldiers for Selassie army. Aye. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Welcome the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. You're not for axes who at the general issue in a warning. Job people them a ball, said them tired of mediocre. Evil a go fall when we tried in Ethiopia. Believing from down, cause them life not easy boat. Even Bantan said it's not an easy road. Operation occupy the motherland, calling all soldiers to kind each other along. From creation, he writing a job plan, but chronics can't do it alone. So I'm recruiting soldiers coming from near and far by twos, executing Selassie works and we lost a far right through. And them say, here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. I'm on a start recruit soldiers for Selassie army. Aye. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Welcome the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. You're not for axes who are the general issue in a warning boy.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with a little chronics on a Friday evening, right? Here comes trouble. As we move forward and we continue with the wonderful vibes and the Ubele family, we bring to you from Holland, Jorgen. I don't want to make sure I say it properly here, because if I get my head bust from Holland to here, how long that go take? Nah, that can happen. We are in a lockdown, so I covered anyway by the roof and thing, so I can't get no busted. But Jorgen, we welcome you on a Friday evening. We say welcome. He is going to be performing for us live from Holland. Mr. Jorgen.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
You look well. You all right?
Yes. Under the circumstances, I'm still being able to be together with a fantastic group of Caribbean people on a Friday night, and that always warms the heart. Because I myself am from the island of St. Martin.
Nice. I've been there.
All right.
Most amazing beaches. On the French side, the Dutch side sweeter, but the French side have real beautiful beaches.
Yes. Well, I have family connecting me to both sides of the island and to other islands, as my mother is from Curacao and my father, he was from Aruba. So, nice. The Caribbean lives in my heart. Just this weekend, I was making John cakes.
We call that fry bake. Everybody that owns
Exactly.
bacon, in some parts of the Caribbean we call it floats, other parts we call it fry bake. In within that diaspora, you know,
Yes.
French, Petit Martinique, those areas, Dutch and French, they call
Yeah.
it floats.
All
They
right.
call it Johnny cakes, you know.
Yes.
So what, like Carol say, whatever it is, we know.
Yeah, it's
You know?
delicious.
Yeah. So what are you going to be doing for us this evening?
I want to share two poems with you from a project that I've been involved with the past 5 years, in which, in the city of Amsterdam, we tell the story of colonialism through the eyes of the people who actually experienced it. Instead of having the history be told about you, trying to give a voice to those who we have lost.
Nice, 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 nice. Well, we look forward to everyone joining us. Welcome, Yugan, on a Friday evening. The Ubele family says, go right ahead.
All right. So many bodies buried in time. Too many pirates, too many crimes. We give pain to love. Yes, we rise above. So many bodies buried in time. Too many pirates, too many crimes. We give pain to love. Yes, we rise above. So many bodies buried in. So many bodies buried in. Too many pirates, too many. Too many pirates, too many. You count time. We celebrate the birth of new stars in the night sky. Way before El Wazine got the third star in her belt. Remembering is reconstructing the foundations of my family that are baked into the clay of this land and present in this body. This body is not a box built to be carried by someone who thinks it is empty. The space in between my heart and my soul is an endless gallery filled with the art of my humanity in harmony with the living. We make waves with our feet at Huricuajo. No more silence. Our voices in our tears. Trusting this moment in ourselves. Receiving the not knowing. The transparent is a comfort. Our bodies hold stories that want to be told. We are exactly where need be, collecting the elements of change. If your glory is connected to violence, do not repeat. Our voices, transparent in our tears, seeking transformation to set us free.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Very compelling.
Powerful. Powerful.
Very compelling and powerful.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Thank you so much. So you said you have two, right? So you got one more for us? You sure?
Yes,
Nice.
yes,
That's
yes.
what
I
we
have
like.
one more.
We like that.
All right. Let me see. There's an old one, but there's also a newer one. Um, yeah. Let's go for this one. Let's, today we put light on the map, unearthed and magnetized hearts that were buried without the recognition that they were ever human. We create lyrics for these unsung heroes because time is a voice. And this is how we bring their lives closer to our own. We give them space, a safe place under the same sun in a foreign sky. Here we sing their songs, a rich peace protecting their body of work because they were stronger than God. Now there's a house where a pale face with a paintbrush acknowledges my existence. There's a house on a plantation we own where the only cruelty we suffer is that the sun is too hot to play in all day, every day. There's a mountaintop that save water because it remembers their thirst. There's a waterfall still pouring, mourning the lost bodies in the ocean. Today, we plant a tree full of memories so that all the seeds who were cast away can return. If this city is built on their backs, then their skin is not black, it is gold. You've seen a glimpse of their faces. You heard an echo of their voice. Today, we bring them home.
Wow, fantastic. Jürgen, everyone, straight out of Holland, straight out of St. Martin, straight out of Johnny Cakes too.
Yes.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. So how can we get some more, give us some more information about you, give us some more information how it is we can get in touch with you, you know, listen to some more or read some more of your material as well?
Well, through the name you see on the screen, Jürgen Yunnan, you can find me. I will also put my website in the chat, which is jg.nl. And you can find poems on there, music, upcoming events. I live for this, you know? The freedom that we have is a freedom to live.
That's incredibly profound. What I want to ask you is, being in Holland, we in the UK, obviously, we will only see what's in front of us in terms of where we are right now as a country and also as the world, with the lockdowns and being restricted in so many things we can do. Did you find that during the lockdown you were able to home in on your craft a little bit more? Or was there any difference with the way how you would approach doing what it is you do and what you enjoy doing, knowing that you have to do so much of it sitting behind a desk and you can't really interact with people the same way?
Well, I've never been one to follow really authority, so I always got to rebel against these things. No? I'm a rebel in the morning, soul rebel.
This is not.
Rebel in the evening.
We didn't tell him to come here to inject anything. Okay, everybody.
No. But I mean, in a safe way. Yes, it gave me a moment to be a butterfly in a cocoon. It gave me a moment to manifest what was in my heart, to pull back from the world. So, in a way, the way Gentleman and Junior Kelly were saying it in that song, living in a danger zone. It gave me a moment to reflect, and in doing so, we create these type of moments where we, as a community, can caucus. We can come together and congregate. So, we take the bad with the good with the bad, and transform it to something beautiful.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for blessing us with your poems. They were heartfelt, they were very strong and powerful, and we look forward to hearing some more from you. And guys, make sure you check him out as well, unamjg.nl, and see what else he has going on. Thank you so much. So as we continue moving on in the evening, I think Tafasta, is he around? Wait, Tafasta, where you going, boy? What you doing? If Tafasta,
I don't think Tafasta is ready yet. Maybe you could go with Paju.
Were you tying up your dreadlocks or what's going on here?
He just got in, so
Well,
it's a little rush.
Paju, Mr. Paju, are you around?
Hello.
Oi, cheese or Tafasta? You see how it is? Good evening, everybody. This is Tafasta. We always like to just jump in at the last minute. I don't understand. We just talk about, we know about talking here, we know about talking and saying, boy, this man always late. We can't.
Not on this platform.
Not on this platform.
Not on this platform.
All right.
They're saying that, but not at all.
I hear you. I hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Faster Reggae Star Factor winner 2019. He's going to grace us with some positive reggae music, reggae vibes. Straight outer. Tell them where you're from, tell them who you are, and just give you some vibes to Faster. Boom.
Blessed, good evening and blessing to everybody. You say one love and blessing to all that is one and one that is all. I am saying I am Tafa Star, Reggae Star Factor 2019 winner. From Grenada, if you didn't catch that yet, directly from Carriacou. I've been here and the season 1. I call it season 2. But I've been here in season 1. So, you know, I try to stay upbeat and positive, but my message is always, you know, the facts and the matters of what's going on. A little bit nervous. Always get nervous. Always get nervous, you know. So just give me a second. Let me just think. So blessing. So I'll give you one of my tune. Everything sound clear? Super.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're good.
All right then. Youth man cry. We see it every day, right? Different ways. I'm telling. Another youth man cry. You know, sir. Another youth man cry, youth man dies, another youth man cry, youth man dies, another youth man cry, youth man dies, whoa. Another youth man cry, youth man dies, another youth man cry, youth man dies, another youth man cry, youth man dies, whoa. How will you get your food to eat and how will you get your place to sleep? Oh, where you get your loving from mama with words and daddy's gone here. How will you get your food to eat and where you get your place to sleep? How will you get your loving from mama always works and daddy's gone? Blow, bullet losing like finding Nemo. Interruption by one shot in and the ghetto. This is the boy make to speak the life of the vibrant. Choose the right path, you listen to your parents. Loving at your heart, but your heart like cement. But we church you in and valleys with some hill treatment. Be humble as a servant and be wise as a serpent. Oh yeah. Another youth man cry, youth man dies. Another youth man cry, youth man dies. Another youth man cry, youth man dies. Whoa. Another youth man cry, youth man dies. Another youth man cry, youth man dies. Another youth man cry, youth man dies. Whoa. Oh no, judgment day coming soon like a cinema show. This thing can look fly out the window. And bad man still busting them fo. Bang, 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 make you dance the hills and toe. Believe today for today, you not promise tomorrow. Not the cast state of a start telling so. Because that's how the story go. The story go, how the story. Youth man cry, youth man dies. Another youth man cry. Youth man dies, another youth man cry. Youth man dies, whoa. Youth man cry, youth man dies, another youth man cry. Youth man dies, another youth man cry. Youth man dies, whoa. Yo, we have to pray for the ghetto youth. You know, see, look to the list and there's a lot of adults, a lot of big people who need a blessing. We have to pray for the youth because we know we make them, they are the future, and we could just try to guide them. My grandfather used to always say, you make the children, you don't make their mind. But at least we could try to guide them, you know what I mean? Or else they're going to end up crying. Youth man cry.
Niceness. Another youth man die, youth man cry, another. You don't need me to come in on the hook while let me know, you know. Then the contract, you know, I will sign and thing, make sure you know. Yeah? We sort it out that way. To Faster. Yeah, man. You got something else for us?
I mean, just warming
Give us one more, you know? Give us one more.
The nerves just shake off, you know what I mean?
All right.
I'm feeling the feeling right now. Am I giving the soca too, you know? Hello? 1, 3, where you get that? Hello? All right then. Well, anyway, differently. Oh,
That's some of the energy we need on a Friday evening, right? Yeah, man.
all right then. This song, right? Hold on. So this song now, so I won reggae star factor, and unfortunately, my passport and whatever Grenada, how much months couldn't get it back. I didn't get it back in time. I didn't get to go to Rebel Salute to be the first Grenadian to represent in Rebel Salute, and I was the first Grenadian to win a European reggae title. So I was like, you know what, I done with music. I don't want to hear no music no more. I delete all files, everything. About a week later, I wake up in my sleep. I remember I wake up and there's something that's pounding in my head, and I get up it was about 2 something in the morning, and I just started to write the song. And I didn't end up finish writing it, but I ended up finishing it in the meds, you know? And this song came because of that. Feeling like giving up, feeling like you ain't gonna make it, feeling like there's no hope. We there now, you give hope, you belly. So this is for us. This is not just for me, because my friends and family who listen to it, they say it is for us, you know? So this is for us, my peoples and peoples. Give me a chance, I talk all night. But anyway, don't give up. Always say mad, we're making a difference. Trying to jump over barriers and skip pink fence. But it's just life, you know? Oh, how can I? How can I ever give hope when I and I been through woes? How can I ever give hope when my friends and fam been holding me low? I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Hey, man in the mirror, with the man with the in your. You've been given a challenge to deliver. Now the challenge get hard and you wanna give up, bad man. Or what do you say? You've been through the hills and the valleys and you won and you got no money and you didn't trouble nobody that. Or what do you, man? Or what do you say? You stormed through the weather and you took on the pressure cause your faith was greater, man. Or what do you say? Or what do you say? I'm talking to the man in the mirror. You talk to the man in the mirror. Let us make a plan for the future, cause the youths are the future that they say, how can I ever give hope when I and I been through woes? How can I ever give hope when my friends and fam been holding me up? Every day I'm trying to be a better man, always willing to do the best I can. Never see a man and say that I'm better than, but to accomplish my mission, I better can. Sheep of the shepherd, so every day I bring a land. Run, so I bring the lamb, just following in Judge plan. Man to a woman and a woman to a man. If I do the wrong, then I won't make it to holy Mount Zion. Yes, I say only the king I can rely on. That to meet him, so woman got my iron. Many got there one, Allah, Buddha, and the Galilean, but highly still I say I Rastafari is I want. Me they set the spy on what a change I man. How can I ever give hope when I and I been through woes? How can I ever give hope when my friends and fam been holding me up? I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Yo, you talk to the man in the mirror. Hey, we talk to the man in the mirror. Let's make a plan for the future. Then how can I ever give hope? Yo, we're going through times of tribulation, time of hardship. Some believe, some don't believe. But we got to have hope. We got to have faith. We have to believe. We have to stay together. No way, no, not at all. We can't stay apart. We can't divide. Division is falter. There is nothing that stands without its proper balance. There is no chair with 4 legs. If you take away a leg, you wouldn't stand up. If you get a bicycle and you do something, you take away one wheel, it not go roll. Even if a tricycle and you take away one, it not go roll. It ain't gonna roll. You understand what I'm saying? So we cannot do so now and give up, because it is not a giving up time. It's the time to stand up and be firm. It's the time to be assertive in what we are doing and what we are saying as a people. You understand? And when I say a people, I mean a people. You know, if you take off the light, you can't see nothing. Some people, how you doing, Mike? You don't know who is who. But what you have to look for is that energy, that feeling of love and togetherness. And we have to believe that it's there, and there's no coming back. There's no going back. We need to take away in our mind going back. There's no going back. We need to go forward. How are we going to better what we had before so we can deal with it? Because if we go back, it wasn't good before. As much as we want to go back to whatever it was before Corona and whatever, it wasn't good. So it makes no sense wanting to go back to that. Let's move forward. And if we could move forward as one, is the best way. Tougher style, mad.
Boom. That's what we're talking about. One love, Rastafari, Jah, I and I.
Yes,
Till last year, ever living, ever faithful, ever sure.
sure.
That's what we say down in the Caribbean.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Blessed
Rastafari.
love for all the positive vibes, man. Blessed love for that. Can you
Blessing
tell
for
the people
having me.
what it is we can hear more of your music, stay in touch with you, see what it is you're doing. We in Mako in a
Definitely.
business, yeah, let me know. We in Mako in a business. But I
I
mean,
don't mind, I don't
if
mind,
you
I
want
don't
to
mind,
know,
I exposing it for you to Marco, So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I got some stuff on there. I got some tracks coming out. I was meant to release an EP, but times and times you have to take it in time, so that you can get it in the right time. So I have some stuff coming out soon. Information will be out. I just want to say thank you for having me again. Vibes up, respect and manners to everybody. Mr. Alexander the Great. I always say you don't know how much you inspire me. You don't even know who I am, but respect and manners to you. I am a friend of Coco P. So blessings.
Niceness. Thank you so much, Tafasta. Thank you so much for always coming and blessing the Ubali family. We say much love and respect to you. Much love and respect to you. Now, so far this evening, we've had Alexander the Great, we've had Will Joseph, we've had Carol, Jack, we've had Jürgen out of Holland, outer international, hey, and then we had a reggae artist, Grenada, UK massive link up to Faster. I want to talk about the gentleman that asked me to come and together with the family, asked me to come and host this evening. His name is Brian. And Brian, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this wonderful experience. And this is very different than what it is most people are accustomed to via Zoom on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and most of the time you'll just hear DJs playing music, but we are here to spread a little bit more of what it is the African diaspora has to offer. And Brian is a magnificent person. He has a hand in this pot in a massive way. So Brian, without further ado, stir the pot for me, please. Stir it.
Thank you, SuperTrini Vibes out of Bacchanal Radio. When we were contacted to do this series 2, as the Faster call it, we thought of no one else to do the hosting but you.
Is it because nobody really know how tall I am? Is that what it is? Everybody look at this same height.
Nah, we thought of nobody else. Of you, your vibes on a Sunday morning on Bacchanal Radio. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Always a tough act to follow. Yeah, this evening, as you say, it is different. It is different from any other Zoom event because it's more interactive. You get the audience involved. We have live performance coming on, and we welcome all genres. we've had
My phone then start cutting off because
somebody is talking. Yeah, anyway. So we've had in series 1, we've had saxophonists, we had ventriloquists, we had panists. So we're hoping to have this more of the same again. So now let me introduce the next act. And she goes by the name of Merle Pearl. She's author and storyteller, poet. Merle Pearl, are you ready?
Yes, the pearl is ready to shine.
Thank you, thank you. Let me find you and spotlight you.
Okay.
Yes. So here you are.
Yes,
welcome.
Good evening, everybody.
And welcome to this evening. I know it was short notice when I contacted you to say if you can come on.
That is okay. Because remember, I came in at the very end of session 1. So I am just glad to be in on the first session of session 2 of edition 2. I am just glad to be here. I am definitely glad to be here.
That is definitely one of the reasons why I contacted you, because I know you were disappointed that it was the last one you performed at.
Yeah.
So
Not only that I performed that, but I was even able to enjoy, because I just enjoyed that entire evening.
Yes. These evenings have been good. We've had challenges in the very early stages, but we're still here and we're still entertaining for us, by us.
But that is it. Hope never dies.
Yes. So what are you going to do first this evening?
Right. As you said, it was short notice, and I thought, what can I do? I looked at some new stuff I had, and I kept seeing because, a lot of people wrote a lot of things during the first lockdown, and I was one of them. And so many of them just were coming across in that sad light. But I remember one day I said, just stop the writing on a sadness, man. Bring a Caribbean flavor to this thing. So the first one I'm going to share is a Caribbean cast to the whole Corona confusion, as some people call it. This one is called Meeting Miss Teen.
Okay, over to you.
Corona planned to do as she pleased. Sneaking her way across oceans and seas, she never bargained on meeting Miss Teen. Her deadly plan was to run wild like an out-of-control own-way child. She did as she liked, never expecting meeting Miss Teen. Feeling grown at 19 with no shame for being deadly and mean, she had no idea that she would meet Miss Teen. Supreme ruler of the COVID pack with her bullying, vicious form of attack, she had no thought at all of meeting Miss Teen. Corona just felt unstoppable in her flow. Nothing could shut down her viral show. She never once anticipated meeting Miss Teen. Confident, there is no vaccine. She went about her business deadly and unseen. Totally unaware she would be meeting Miss Teen, then stopped dead in her tracks. Denied a vulnerable prey to attack, she finally came face to face with Miss Teen. That willful, own-way pick-me met no-nonsense disciplinarian auntie. Little Miss Corona, pleased to meet Auntie Quarantine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was wondering, who is this Miss Teen?
You know there's always an auntie. There's always an auntie that can stop you in your tracks.
That is true. Well, yeah, that is true. Stop it. Yeah, right in your tracks. Licks.
Stop you right in your tracks.
Licks.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's fantastic. Miss Pearl. Auntie Pearl?
Well, actually, I go as Aliogana Pearl because Aliogana, I'm from Montserrat, and Aliogana is the Carib, not the Carib, the Arawak name for Montserrat, land of the prickly bush.
Yeah, the Arawak name. So you're Arawak line. I am Carib line.
You see?
I'm from
But
Trinidad.
we still one Caribbean.
Yeah, but we used to fight long time, but we weren't going to that.
No, that was play fight.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Quarantine, anti quarantine, anti teen.
Mm-hmm.
You have one more for us, darling?
Yes, I have one more. You know, us Caribbean people, in fact, the whole diaspora, whether it's African or Caribbean or what, we love a festival or a carnival. And this year we were completely denied of any carnival at all. And it brought back memories. It brought back so many memories. And that is what most of us just celebrated this year. Instead of going on the streets and playing mass, we had to go with memories and stay online. So I can take you down a memory lane walk. Carnival come again. From time me small, and mama want me to stop ball. Show me something pretty, and the eye them open wide with mouth spread in a big gummy smile. Play some sweet Calypso or string band music, and me is one nice child. As a young girl, just imagine me face bright and teeth a grin when carnival come and the island on fire. People in their pretty costume is bacchanal time cause it's mass they playing to the sweet music on the streets with everybody jumping and whining. Miss Goosey or Moko Jambi, them never really frighten me with them face cover over with wicked mask, walking high in the air. From them, I make sure to keep my distance, hiding until string band music begin to play and masquerade start to dance. But wait, you hear that? The pan man starts to play. That signal the start of Juve. The pans now leaving from the pan yard and heading into town, where revelers ready and waiting to play old mass. This is the one time when all of we become one, regardless of class. For old mass, anything go. Cause it's plenty fun and pappy show. Old clothes pull out from under the bed, cut up and strip up. Man wearing pajamas, woman in the nightie, dancing in the streets until morning light make bright day. Musicians creating their magic with pan, iron, bamboo, or stick to get feet moving and bodies gyrating. Nobody can keep still. Every note wake in you a one-of-a-kind sensation. And for that, only the rapture of carnival could be the reason. Bend wire, create, sew, silk, satin, glitter, ribbon, and glue. Busy hands, laughter, rum, chicken, and soca is the color of mass that could create a costume in all its splendid glory to dazzle and amaze you while telling a fabulous story. The whole town rocking as the sound systems pumping. Stalls set up selling sweet food and drink. I tell you, It was the best time. Making plans to meet friends or maybe your sweetheart as people line the streets waiting for the parade to start. Carnival. It sweet for true. Every Tom, Dick, Sally, and Sue, them all make friend and is one happy family. Everybody playing a part, jumping behind a band or in a costume or just liming. Man, woman, and child, we all come together at carnival time. That's the way it was done. Playing mass and having fun as one. The traditional dances, bright costumes, and sweet music had everybody dancing, calling to we ancestors and honoring them for starting this thing called carnival so we could pass it on to we children.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know you have a tabanka, Trini.
You take it right out of my yes? Tabanka for real. Tabanka for real. The crazy thing is that you're reading this out and it's talking about carnival and everybody missing carnival. The last carnival that I was in was Trinidad Carnival 2020. And it was my first time.
That was the last carnival.
Yeah, the last carnival for 2020 was probably the first or the second carnival for the whole year because it had Dominica Carnival the exact same time and Brazil Carnival the exact same time as well. You know, and after that, everybody get that way. So I'm pretty sure that people inside here right now have a bad carnival to banker. They sip it like, as you start talking about it, I sure they take 2-3 shots or something strong or one. They ease it. You know, because it's a serious thing. People don't realize how important and how much of a outlet carnival is to so many people. You know, so we say thank you so much for those wonderful poems.
You're most welcome.
Can you let us know how we can find more of your work, view more of your work?
Yes, I as I said, I'm Aliogana Pearl on Facebook and Instagram. It's Aliogana. I'll write it in the chat. In fact, I think I saw somebody mention it. Yes, it's been mentioned already, but yes, thank you. That's me. You can find me, and I've got a few videos on YouTube also on the Aliogana Pearl.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Ubeli. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Most welcome.
You're welcome. Now, it's so, I don't know if it is you had an epiphany, and like you know what was coming next, but I'm just gonna play something that I had looping, And the artist that is going to be the last artist this evening, his name is Pajo. And I'm going to introduce him by playing the track that he released. He released this track during the first lockdown. He is representing Grenada. I'm like, He gonna bust my head because I really wanna. All right. So all you know, it have curry chicken, and some people know it have chicken curry, right? But we all know it's curry chicken. I'm not going to go too deep in it because the majority will say is curry chicken because we know you had a curry the chicken. But Pajo representing Guyana, I don't know where he got this idea from, but through us having the argument about curry chicken versus chicken curry, we had like a soca sing-off kind of thing, where it is we made up verses against each other. I wouldn't play my version because I didn't really, go into the studio like he did. And from that point, Pajo decided, you know what, I'm really gonna make a run at the soca thing. And this was his first track. It's called Amas.
Pajo come in this carnival. We ready. It's not survive on bacchanal.
Masters and Nude, Carnival bring your crew day. Back and all time for you, Steak and the tears, we will tell them, y'all. We ready, job here for the season. But an oil is the reason. Everybody come out to play a mass. That mash up, paint and powder again.
It's about the time Yanders go and get your costume on and thing.
It's a vibe on party atmosphere.
Headpiece and set run around the room and thing. Hey.
One way up, the crowd acting all ruckus. So raise your hands and pump it in the air. In the air, in the air. Paint and powder everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Get on mad like you don't care, you don't care, you don't care. Mash up bread like you don't care, you don't care, you don't care. Watch your crew day, sipping on rum and two beer, acting mad in the juve. They come out to wine and play a mass. No stoosh, betting hard like the ruthless, shaking down all the big fest. This can't even come out to play a mass. That mash up, paint and powder get dash up, oil and water get splash up. It's gonna survive on party atmosphere. Y'all walk up,
Pajo, bring yourself in one time. Bring yourself in one time, Pajo. Bring yourself in.
Blessed, blessed.
Paint and powder everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Get on mad like you don't care, you don't care, you don't care.
A blessed good evening, everyone, and thank you for having me. Yes, I'm Guyanese and not Grenadian. SuperTrini, as you always try to
I don't know it. No, no, I don't know it.
But you did lose the battle, and I know you don't want us to go into this, but everyone knows the correct terminology is chicken curry.
Sorry, you didn't even win your cricket. I don't understand. Even no, cricket, you didn't even win the battle. Larry, please, we didn't.
If
curry,
you want to
curry
put
chicken,
curry
chicken,
curry
goat,
chicken,
curry chicken, curry beef, curry shrimp.
Let me correct you all, please. It is curried. Put the IED in front after the curry and then put the chicken. Right?
No. We had no curried. It's just curry chicken.
It's not an English class. I don't understand all these poets and everybody.
I must try my luck.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I must say, it's an honor to be asked to do this in the presence of such greats. You know, Alexander the Great Calypsonian. You know, just listening to some of the poetry tonight is touching, and it shows me how far I have to go lyrically to get to the top of the game. But Amas was actually my debut song. Karen and I last year were in a heated battle between the curries, and it forced us to be a bit creative, and I did a song called Curry Mashup. But after that, you know, I never took it serious. And
not mashup curry, not mashup curry mashup. All right, partner. All right, I done.
Brian, please stop laughing and stop encouraging this man, please. But a friend of mine passed away, and he always used to say to me, "Listen, if you like doing whatever you're doing, do it. If you like drink, you drink, drink, you drink. If you like smoke, you smoke, smoke, you smoke. Enjoy life." Music was always something on the back of my head I wanted to do from a teenager, but is you know, I never had the opportunity. I moved up here as a budding cricketer, never made it due to injuries. But I decided this year I go and do music. And as soon as I release a mass, Boris say lockdown, coronavirus. So the career took a little backseat. But what it's allowed me to do is write a lot and try to better the craft and come a little bit different this year. So COVID has humbled me and made me reflect a lot about my past and where I want to go to, my kids and everything else. And I wrote 2 songs. I'll try to sing the 2 songs. Please bear with me because the audio might not be the clearest. But the first one I'm going to sing, I call it Jab Jab Country. And 2017 was the first time I went to Trinidad Carnival. And it was the greatest experience for me. But I was so tired after. We decided to go to Grenada for 3 days to just relax and recoup. And I fell in love with Grenada instantly. I don't think I've seen such an untouched country in my travels. There probably others, but every time I thought about Grenada after that, it was, I needed to do something. And I got this rhythm and I put it on and this is what I came up with. So if y'all could hear the audio, please let me know. Could y'all hear that?
Yeah, we're hearing it.
All right, I'll try to. All right. I'm taking a jet plane and flying straight to Grenada to buy me some spices and bathe in the sweet cool water. Applying in jab class in front by the jab pilot. I put up my jab feet. Next up is the jab heat. Jab is my mental. They say we small but we spicy. Jab in my psyche. This place just reached this country for the place so untouched. And the vibe I must get to see. It's natural beauty, but for me, it's the jab energy. Oh yeah, it's the jab language. Oh yeah, it's the jab advantage. Oh yeah, it's the jab people. This is what you will see in the jab country. I taking a jab boat and going right down to the river to fly me a jab fish. And in a jab village, and be a fire. Right under me, big black jab pot. Don't want no damn stove, only clove. Feel the jab love. Jab is essential to the people in Grenada. Jab is just vital, like the hot sun and the river. Jab is a movement. You see it on every corner. Jab is a beauty, but for me, it's the jab. Oh, you will say we're gonna say that. But that was my love song to Grenada. It's still in work. I'm still recording it at the moment. But Karen said to me I need to sing something a little bit more positive because I've dabbled in dancehall, and I don't think you guys want to hear
Ask a question, please, Pajo. I can ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. This is a very honest question, right?
All right.
So your storytelling about why it is you end up in the Spice Island, you know?
Right.
Of Grenada, right? Is that he was in Trinidad.
Right.
And he was so tired and exhausted that he went to the untouched island of Grenada. Where it is you fell in love with Grenada. You sure you didn't have a Trinidad at the banker?
Listen, Willie, the amount of music I wrote for Trinidad already, I definitely have a Tabanka because I'm missing all the carnivals at the moment.
Thank you very much. That was my question.
Yeah. We have to give proper props, right? You know, Trinidad played a massive impact in my soca history, and when I start to listen to soca, you know, the Marshalls, and you know, I'm a bit younger than a lot in here, so I can't go as far back, but you know, legends like Shadow and Sparrow and them, I grew up listening to also, so always had that influence also. But yeah, definitely Grenada did play a part in to me. It touched me because it's the first place that I as a man was able to let out emotion with my brothers, you know. It's the first time we spoke as men, and we shared a shoulder and cried looking over the mountains and Grand Sea Beach, and you know, it was definitely an inspiring country.
Speaking about looking over the thing and stuff, right? In your second verse, right, you talk about a jab fish.
Right.
What is a jab fish?
Well, I get to catch one. I ain't catch it yet, so
I haven't seen a fish in Billingsgate yet. So
wouldn't be. If Tafasta would be able to tell us about
Tafasta might be able to, I was gonna say that, because Tafasta might be able to let me know what a jab fish is. And he's saying he don't know. So you sure you went Grenada, Paldo? You sure you didn't go down the islands in Trinidad and mistake it for Grenada? Because
it could be.
You could have probably just gone on the islands and lying there and in reality.
No, you are very proud.
Unmute yourself, Tafasta, and defend the man.
But you're telling me out of that, I don't know what jab fish is, and I know a jab all kind of thing, but I never bounced up jab fish yet. Jab just eat fish, and when the salt fish in your mouth, you don't spit it out. That's different.
Right.
There you have.
When I find the jab fish, I'll pass it on. I'll send images around that we finally catch the fish, right? But
So, Pajo, as you're moving forward now, as we're finishing off the year of 2020, where it is,
Yeah.
it's been very difficult for everybody,
Yes.
and we all trying to find the positives as we go into the Christmas season, and
Right.
we trying to find our way to uplift ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
Is there something that you can share with us that would help us on our journey, or give us a little bit of more encouragement to take that next step in terms of waking up every day and saying, yes, I'm feeling good, I'm
Yeah.
feeling nice. I need to
Listen,
make the most of it.
life will throw everything at you, right? Nothing is promised. But sometimes you just have to take a little step back and reflect where we came from to be able to appreciate where we are today, right? We as humans tend to be very hard on ourselves. We're very self-critical. It's in our nature, but sometimes we need to give ourselves a little break and actually be proud of what we've achieved. There's no life manual. I'm still young, I'm still learning, but I never found a manual if there was one. But
Nice.
in my short time on this earth, I've learned so much. I've been through so much as a young man trying to make ends meet in the UK, being promised the world, with sporting scouts to come over here and being thrown in a single room with 3 other guys and say that's the way y'all will be living, so to be
Nice.
where I am today. So my message is, if I could make it, anybody could make it. So don't fight the right nows, because something better might be on the horizon for you. So.
Well, on that note, right, I believe you have something to share with us.
Yeah, this is my
Way
latest.
forward.
This is my latest track, which should be released at the end of the month. It's called Life So Sweet. I've been doing it with a guy called Shaker PhD, who's a UK producer. When he sent me the rhythm, he said, write something. And straight away, I started to reflect on my journey, literally what I just spoke about. And then he appreciated part of it. You know what? You only live once. Let's just celebrate life, right? So we're doing a video at the moment whereby we having people just sending selfie videos of them singing the song. The song can mean whatever it is to you, and you could send in with your family, with your friends, whatever, and we will make it into the music video. So this is Life So Sweet. I hope you all enjoy it. I can't believe how far I've come from. No beauty, struggle to make ends meet. Now you look at life, look at me now. Sometimes I sit and wonder how life is not easy. At times I feel like giving up. But I work hard for the betterment of myself and my family. And I am so grateful. Thanks for the blessings. Thanks for all the loving that you gave to me graciously. Food on my plate so me can't hungry. Blessings. Thanks for all the loving. I'm feeling blessed. And every day that I am living. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah. And every morning I rise, I gotta give praise, oh yeah. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah. And every morning I wake up, the blessings just don't stop now. And everybody put your hand in the air and sing.
Yolo, yolo, yolo.
Take a wine and go down with your friend and sing.
Yolo, yolo, yolo.
And everybody put your hand in the air and sing. Take a wine and go down with your friend and Mama said, never give up on the life you believe in. Hold strong, have faith, and trust in the process. So I keep on pushing and I keep on fighting. And I am so grateful. Thanks for the blessings. Thanks for all the loving that you gave to me graciously. Food from my plate so me can't hungry. Blessings. Thanks for all the loving. I'm feeling blessed. And every day that I am living. Just tell me that life's so sweet, yeah, yeah. And every morning I rise, I gotta give praise, oh yeah. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah, yeah. And every morning I wake up, you know the blessings just don't stop now. And everybody put your hand in the air and sing.
Yolo, yolo, yolo.
Take a wine and go down with your friend and sing.
Yolo, yolo, yolo.
And everybody put your hand in the air and sing.
Yolo, yolo, yolo.
Take a wine and go down with your friend and take a wine and go down with your friend and so tell me that life's so sweet, yeah.
Pajo.
And every morning, hey.
Life's so sweet.
Hey, life's sweet, boy.
Yeah, boy, it's sweeter, just like
really good, yeah,
like curry chicken, yeah, sweet.
This Pajo, I could see you going places.
Yeah,
I could see you go. I could see you going places. Your lyrics are good. Your music, you sound great. Yeah.
How can we stay in touch with you and see what's next for you and of course when the new single comes out?
Yep. So all my music could be found on the Pajo Music, PAHJO Music on any platform. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, any of the platforms I go on the Pajo Music. So feel free to connect. And there's some legends here I would love to take a writing masterclass from, especially Mr. The Great,
Alexander the Great, right?
You were singing about a Guyanese there earlier.
I was saying, I didn't want to tell him that.
I felt really proud,
I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to tell him that, that Guyanese is coming to perform later on in the evening. But Pajo, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me, guys.
And also on behalf of the Ubeli family, we say thank you to all those that participated this evening, all the artists that came through and contributed within their own art forms and their own diasporas, coming together on a Friday evening to fill each and every home with unity, love, togetherness, and powerful music, poems, and of course everything is full of life. And that is one thing that we can lean to and recognize that we have is life, the most precious gift that we have. And wait, did you say, Pajo, life so sweet, and every morning we wake up, what? The blessings just
don't give thanks.
Right? Yeah,
you
man.
have to give thanks, right?
So me, your host, saying it's a pleasure to have each and every one of you here with us. We're here next week Friday once again. Make sure and tell a friend to tell a friend. The Ubeli family is back on a Friday evening to bring you more entertainment, more vibes, more togetherness. And I'm going to leave you all with a tune that for me, when I was in Trinidad and Tobago, this tune, I don't think it have a tune that would make me feel the way this tune does make me feel every time I hear it. And on behalf of the Ubeli family, yours truly, SuperTrini Vibes, says thank you so much, and we look forward to having you all next week. And I'm leaving you all with this one. Nevin, I know you love this one too. I know tomorrow, Kerwin Dubois.
It was meant to be, I will find you. I ain't gonna end up behind you. Charming, they right behind you. Charming, they right behind you. Come, let me do it today. Let me do it today. And I'm sure to see you tomorrow. Don't tell me about tomorrow. I need it today. I will take it today. I ain't sure to get them tomorrow. What you could do when you get this ching chong, ching chong, ching chong? I don't know. What you could do when bumper.
So wherever it is you join us across the world, across the globe, we say thank you.
You could deal with all this magic.
The Ubeli family will be back next week, Friday. We know there's always a tomorrow, right? But if it is, you have a tobacco right now, don't worry, drink something. Take a jam on a Friday evening. Thank you so much. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to Jan as well. And make sure you'll join me on Sunday morning from 10 till 12. Back on our radio. for the Super Sunday show. All right, I go.
Put your hands up, put your hands up. Let me dance up, hold me like you never go see me. Again, again, again. Put your hands up, let me dance up. Show me like you never go see me. Again, I wanna be the worst way. Don't care if you curse me. Every day, every day. I wanna be the worst way. I know it's the first time. Tell me now, baby. It could be my last day. I never expected this, but the thing it just feels so sweet. So sweet. Can't believe that we just meet. Every time I think about your waist and the look on your face, I just get so sticky. We lock the city, you Mr. Handsome, me Miss Pretty. No liar, you off the wire. I go drink punch chillin' over fire. Come burn my desire now, baby. It's not the usual, so don't get delusional. Cause you never know, so come let me do it today. And I'm sure to see you tomorrow. Let tomorrow deal with tomorrow. I need it today. I will take it today. I ain't sure to get that tomorrow. Who promised you tomorrow? Boy, put your hands up, let me dance up. Hold me like you never go see me. Again. Put your hands up.
See, I answer one more time, right?
Let me dance up. Show me like you never go see me.
And I feel it's on this it's only right.
Don't care if you curse me. Every day. I wanna give the worst one.
Shout out to Trini Gladiator as well. Shout out to all those on the chat as well. Passing through, came in and joined us. We thank you so much. For those of you all that didn't hear the lyrics properly, on Pajo's tune, Life So Sweet, right? I'm gonna finish off the show with that song. And Alexander the Great, please make sure you send me your tunes, alright? I want to play them on my show on Sunday morning.
I can't believe how far I've come from.
I think this song here represents what it is we need to be doing each and every morning we wake up during this lockdown period.
So grateful. Life's sweet now, eh?
The final one and we going, alright?
Sometimes I sit and wonder how life is not easy. At times I feel like giving up. And I work hard for the betterment of myself and my family. And I am so grateful. Thanks for the blessings. Thanks for all the love that you gave to me graciously. Food from the plate so I can't hungry. Blessings. Thanks for all the love. I'm feeling blessed. And every day that I am living. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah. And every morning I rise, I gotta give praise, oh yeah. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah. And every morning I wake up, you know the blessings just don't stop now. And everybody put your hand in the air and say, you know. Take a wine and go down with your friend and say, you know. And everybody put your hand in the air and say,
make sure you go on to ubelly.org and check out what's going on, alright?
Take a wine and go down with your friend and mama say, never give up.
Check out the Ubelly family at ubelly.org.
Have faith and trust in the process. So I keep on pushing and I keep on fighting.
Thank you so much, each and every one.
I'm so great.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks for the blessings. Thanks for all the love that you gave to me graciously. Food from a plate so I can't hungry. Blessings. Thanks for all the love. I'm feeling blessed. And every day that I am living. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah. And every morning I rise, I gotta give praise, oh yeah. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah. And every morning I wake up, you know the blessings just don't stop now. And everybody put your hand in the air and say, you know. Take a wine and go down with your friend and say, you know. And everybody put your hand in the air and say, you know. Take a wine and go go down with your friend and take a wine and go down with your friend and so tell me that life's so sweet, yeah, yeah. And every morning I rise, I gotta give praise, oh yeah. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah, yeah. And every morning I wake up, you know the blessings just don't stop now. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah, yeah. And every morning I rise, I gotta give praise, oh yeah. So tell me that life's so sweet, yeah, yeah. And every morning I wake up, you know the blessings just don't stop now.
Thank you to each and everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Brian, thank you so much for having me on board. Blessings to each and everyone. We look forward to seeing you all in the next episode of Ubele. You give hope. We give hope to each and every one of you, and well, the guy
All
needs,
away.
yeah,
All away.
the guy needs.
Forever chicken curry. Forever chicken curry. Goodbye. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Take care.
Good night, everyone.